Welcome back to Reggie Beats Media, and today I'm gonna show you how to set up the Beatifyy Pro. So we're gonna get to it. First thing first, you need to get the template. So right now I'm gonna purchase this template. Here it is here, and I'm gonna click on add to cart. Then I'm gonna go to view my cart and I click on proceed to checkout. Then here you must enter your information, but soon you're gonna have sign in with Google, so that's what I'm gonna do. Go and place order. Okay, after when you purchase, just go click on my account and go to downloads, and you will see here that we have the Beatifyy version 2. That's the one that we want to use, so I'm gonna click on it so I can download it, and I'm gonna save it on my desktop. There we go. So if you've purchased without creating an account, you can still create an account so that you'll be able to access all of these files. Alright, so now we are done on the Beatifyy.com website. Now we need to go to the Shopify website. So I'm gonna go to my Shopify and create a whole new Shopify store. So I'm gonna go to admin, as I'm gonna create from the admin side of my things, and there will be a link in the description below if you want to create your Shopify store from scratch. So I'm gonna click on create store, and here we'll select we don't want help setting up. Then wait for a couple of seconds. Alright, cool. Now it says we are all set. So what we need to do now, first thing first, is to upload our theme. So we will pick a plan later when it's time to publish our store, but for us to develop and finish our store, we don't need to pick a plan yet. So I'm gonna go to online store here. So currently I only have the default theme, which is done. Now I'm gonna click on import theme, click on upload zip file, add file, and I'm gonna select that Beatifyy file, then click on upload file. Now it's saying installing theme, so just give it a couple of seconds. Okay, great. Now our theme has been installed. So now we just need to install some apps that we're gonna use the theme with, and these are free apps. So here on the side where it says apps, click on add apps. Then you're gonna go to Shopify apps, then search for Metafields Guru. Then click on install. Click on install. Okay, great. Now our Metafields Guru app is being installed. Let's go install another app called Digital Downloads. There it is, this one here. Then click on install. Okay, great. Now we're gonna install our last app, which is Discovery, which we'll use for search and discovery. And click on install. Okay, so the next step that we're gonna do now is set up our Metafields, which is the fields that we're gonna use to map our audio, our BPM, and data of our beats to our website. So we need to go to settings, and you go to custom data, then you go to products. Alright, now we're gonna add some definitions. So to know which definitions to add, on the website of Beatifyy, you can go to resources, documents, and there is a document on how to set up Metafields. There it is, how to set up Metafields. So we need to set up this four Metafields: MP3 file, BPM, genre, and key. So starting with the MP3 file, and you can see here it says we add a definition, call it MP3 file, and the namespace must be called audio tagged. This is very important because that's how it maps with the website. Okay, cool. So as long as we got this name, then we are fine, and we know that it has to be a file type, and it should be a one file, not a list. So now I'm gonna go to our website. Okay, now I'm back here. I'm gonna click on add definition, and I'm gonna call it MP3 file or audio file. You can call it anything as long as the namespace you give it the same name from the doc. As you can see, audio tagged, and the type is gonna be a file. Select and scroll down, see file, that's it, and you're gonna say one file, and then you're gonna scroll down and make sure that it accepts all file types. Click save, and you can check if everything is all filled in. Great, that was done. You can put a description if you want to, but you don't really need to do that. Then we're gonna click save. Our first metafield has been added. Now we're gonna go to our second metafield, which is BPM. Here's our namespace key for the BPM. We're gonna go back to our website, click on add definition, call it BPM or any name you want to call it. Then here we're gonna paste the custom, actually the name was already there, custom BPM, yes. And then on BPM, let's go check what type of value we select. Decimal. So I'm gonna go to select type, and it said it's a decimal because the BPM sometimes can be 12.4. That's why it's a decimal. Let's see, and then it's a one value. You can put your minimum value, so maybe 30 is the minimum, and maximum is say 200. And here is the number of the number of decimal places. You can just make it 2. Okay, then we click save. Alright, so now we're gonna add our third, which is genre, and you can see the namespace is called audio genre. I'm gonna go back to the store, add definition, genre. Then you can paste this here. So genre is a type of single line text which has values to choose from. Okay, so now go here, select single line text, and then here we say limit to choices. Here you're gonna add your genres. Could be hip hop, jazz, amapiano, and R and B. So you can come back to it and add them. And here we scroll down, you see it says filtering for products. Say yes, because we would like to filter our website with this as well. So click save. All right, now we're setting up our last one, which is audio, the key. Is it the last one? Yes, yeah, the key. So we're gonna go back to website, add the last one, which is called key, and we're gonna paste the name audio key. Also here, single line, we're gonna say limit choices. So here we need to add our keys. So I'm just gonna add C major, that's C minor actually, and C major. So I'm just adding just so that we can show, but you can add all the keys. I'll put a list down there in the maybe as part of the blog, so you can be able to copy and paste. Okay, now I'm just gonna have this ones. Let me just say A as well, then A minor as well, A minor. Okay, great. Now we're done with the key. I click save. Okay, now we are done setting up our metafields. Now we can start developing our website. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to online store, and you can see this is our store currently. It's not published yet, but we'll publish once we've done some changes. Let's go to customize. Okay, so this is how the store looks by default before you adding anything, so we just start adding our stuff. Let's first start by adding a logo. So just click here where it says header. You can see this is where the header is and how we can style the header. But what we want to do just to change the logo, and changing the logo, you need to go here to the theme settings. Click on theme settings and you go to logo, and then you select the logo that you want. I'm gonna go select mine. Hopefully I have a logo in my folders. Okay, so I'll actually use my logo. And I click on the logo, then click done. And then you'll see now the logo should change. There we go, looks way better. And now let me also put on the fave icon. It's gonna change this to the logo as well. I'm gonna click on select. I'm gonna select the logo, click done. All right, great. So the menu will come back to it later because we need to add some content before we can really put some stuff on the menu. So this is the search, this is the profile, this is the cut. These are the Shopify. They come with Shopify, so we don't need to alter with them. They work very well. So now let's scroll down to our hero page here. That's when we can now change and design our hero page. So we're looking for a nicer background picture. I'm gonna go look for one. Okay, so I found a proper image. This is the one that I'm gonna use as my background, as this one didn't work. Then click done. Not bad at all so far. Okay, cool. So now, all right, this looks cool so far, but I would like it if this text could be white. So I'm gonna click on this because this is the image banner, and let's try change the color scheme. Let's see if you go to color scheme 2. Okay, I wanna see. Yeah, there we go. This is how I want it to be. This is perfect so far for the home page, and we can scroll down. All right, perfect. Now our header is looking clean, and we can also check how it looks on mobile. Perfect. I like the way it looks. So you can also change it if you want to make it smaller. I think small looks better on mobile. Oh, actually small looks better everywhere. I think let's keep it like this. This is how I would like it to be, and you can change the design based on how you want it to look like. And if you want to add some custom CSS, you can do it here as well, as you can see, as I have done. So now we're done with the header section. Let's scroll down to the featured collection. So this is where we show our beats. So currently let's click save because we already designed our header page, and let's click on exit. Now we need to go and upload our beats. So we're gonna go to products, and we're gonna add products. So to upload a beat is simple. You upload it just as if you're uploading a normal product on Shopify. So I'm gonna click on add product. All right, so this beat, we'll call it let's get it, and here we need to upload the image of the beat. All right, so this is a Glorilla type beat, so I'm gonna use this picture here. That's the square right there. Okay, cool. So now we are gonna scroll down. We are gonna come back to the price where it says charge tax on this product. It depends if you do. For now, we'll just click no. That we're gonna scroll down where it says physical product ticket because it's a digital product, and now we want this sections here. So the first section is called variants, and this is what we're gonna use for our licenses. So we're gonna create a custom option, and then we're gonna call this licenses. So that's the name of this option, and now we're gonna add the values. So our licenses will be standard license, premium, premium license, unlimited license, exclusive. Okay, you're gonna click on done. So these are our licenses there. As you can see, now we have these options where we can put our prices. So this is in rands, it's in South African rands, so my list will be 300 rands. Okay, 399. So it will be 699. This one can be 999, and exclusive maybe can be 249. Yeah, there it is. And you can also state how many are available, especially for exclusive. It's only one that's available. Here maybe you can say 5, or it depends on how many licenses you want to sell. All right, now we're done for this section, and we're gonna come back to the licenses later. So now we are here by key. So what's the key for the beat? C major. These are the options we've added, remember. Then you're gonna go genre, it's hip hop, BPM, Let's say it's 90 and mp3 file. So now I must go upload that file. I'm gonna go click add files. I'm gonna go look for the file for my beat, mp3. There it is. Okay, so now we are getting this error because actually mp3 is only supported once you sign up for a plan. So it's fine, it's not a train smash. You can sign up for a plan for only $1 if you want to start uploading your files. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and save this for now. So far we're gonna save it the way it is so we can sign up for a plan for $1 so we can be able to upload the audio. All right, great. Now we're gonna go back to our home, select the plan. As you can see here, you can select $1 for the first 3 months. Okay, cool. Now we are done and we have our plan set up. Now we can go back to products. Here's the product that we're working on, that beat. So we're gonna go to it, scroll down, go to mp3 file, select file and click add files, and we're gonna add the mp3. And now the mp3 should work because we have signed up for a plan. Okay, processing. All right, there it is, file uploaded. Click done. Then we click on, okay, let's check what more information we didn't enter. Where do we enter text? Okay, cool. So now since we added the audio, let's now enter where the collection, where this beat is gonna be, because for us to be able to have playlists, we need to have collections. Playlists are collections in Shopify. So we're gonna do that with tags. For now, here where it says tags, I'm gonna just add maybe Glorilla type beat, and I'll just type trap because it's a trap beat. It's just there's some tags, and the collections you can leave it as homepage for now. We'll see how we're gonna create the collections after we add the 2 more beats. Then we click save. Alright, so now we have the first beat. Let's just create a collection so we are able to display some beats. And we're gonna go back to products, then go to collections. So let's create our collection. We're gonna call it trap beats. Collection is like playlists. Just say trap beats, and then so here we can select how we want this to operate. So we want this to be a smart collection so that every beat that has a tag that consists of trap, it should be added to this collection. So I'm gonna click on smart, and you're gonna see here the condition is the tag must equal to trap. So if any beat in my beat store has trap as a tag, it's gonna fall into this playlist here. Alright, now we should have 1 beat in our playlist, which is let's go get it. Because remember, as we are adding it, let me go to the beat. You will see we put the trap there. Great, perfect. Let's go to online store, and now let's go to customize. Okay, so we want it to display here by featured collection. We're gonna click on featured collection, and we're gonna go to select collection, select trap beats, so we can have that beat that we've added. Here it is right here. Let's get it. Glorilla hip hop, 90 BPM, C major, Glorilla type beat. And it's only showing Glorilla type beat because I've set a setting that the tags here, there must only be the type beat tags, but that can be adjusted. Alright, so now let's see how we can edit this the way it looks currently. As you can see, so if you click on featured tracks, that's when you're gonna get all the information. So as you start from the top, we have the heading, featured collection. We can change the heading and make it featured beats, and you can align it to the left, right, or center. We'll keep it at the center. It looks better at the center. You can also change the font size for the featured beats. I think we'll keep it at, let's check. Yeah, I like it when it's small text. You can keep it at 2%, and then here it's The collections, we already selected it. Maximum products to show. This is if you have more than 20 beats, then you can limit to 10 or whatever. Then you scroll down and scroll down. So you can go through all these options. Currently, I'm going to show you the one we're going to use to edit what we need to edit. And this is our other options as well. If you want to not display the add to cart, you can click there. If you don't want to display the genre, you can click there. So that's how it works. Scroll down. So now here, playlist title color, I think black is fine. The hover color, it's if on a hover here. So let's change this one and make it maybe red. And then as you hover here, you see now it's all red. And active is when the beat is playing. So we'll also make it red so we can match. And we're gonna keep everything as is now. So the playlist fields are these fields here. So to change the color, we can make it a bit maybe gray. There it is right there. Then we're gonna scroll down. This is for the button. If you want to style this button differently, you can have it like as red or yellow. I think yellow looks a bit better. And the label, we can make it black. Alright, so we'll take it back to black the way it was, as we like this color a bit better. And here's the style. If you want to change when it hovers, you can change it right here. And here's more settings you can play around with to get the look that you want. And here's the size as well. We'll keep the size as is currently. And when you scroll down, we have the settings for the play icon. So currently the play icon, there it is there. We can change the color to red as well, or yellow. There it is. Now let's make it yellow. And we can change also the hover. Okay, actually let's make it white and make it when you hover, it becomes yellow. There it is. Not bad so far. But this red not matching. Let me go back. Change that red to yellow. Not bad. Okay, cool. So these are our settings for our beat player here. Okay, cool. So now you can add more and more beats and you're gonna have a full list. Now let's go to the next step that you're gonna edit, which is here, the playlists, which is very easy to edit. You just click on it here and you can see on the sides you already have playlists that don't exist. So if you click on here on rap beats, click on collection, we don't have a collection name rap beats, so that's why it doesn't exist. So you're gonna click on it, click on replace, and then here's our collection trap beats we have. You see there it is right there. Now our collection is linked. If you want to link your next collection, you have R&B beats, you go to R&B, and then or it could be anything, then you click on it, replace. We only have 2 collections for now, so, and it's the same beat in it, that's why we are showing the same image. Then you're gonna click save. So here now, this is where we're gonna add also the other playlists. So you just do the same process we've done for the first beat. You upload the beat, add it to a collection, then you can link those collections here. So we want to scroll down. Here is our licensing options. This is very simple to edit. As you click on it, you'll see here on the left is called multi-column. We have all the licenses here. Here's standard list. If you click on it, you can edit the licenses here. And we have a place where you can add a link. If you have a PDF, where they can view the license, then the link can be here. Or if you want it to link to a video, you can click here. So this is just information features for your licenses, because your licenses, they're still going to be done in the background. This is just the features. So currently we have this 4, and if you had 5, you can come here and click another one and add. Now we have 5, but 5, as you can see, is not fitting on our screen, and we'll delete it. And you can also delete this ones or edit and change any information. Like if you want to change the first one, okay, let me delete that. Change the first one here. You want to make it basic list instead of standard. Basic. See, there it is. Then we click save. So far for the first page, we've covered a few things, and whatever that you can use on a DON template, you can use on this store. So you can get other plugins if you want to add more designs, and it will still work. So now we need to go to our single product page, because this is our featured beats page. But once we click here on let's get it, it needs to take us to our product page. So let me click on view preview, so we can see where it currently takes us. Click there. It's currently taking us to this page. Oh, very nice page. Nice. So here on this page, you can click and play the beat. You can have more information. There's the name of the beat, the BPM, the tempo, the key, the mood, and here you can select the license that you want. So if you want to edit this page, let's go back to our dashboard, and here now we are going to select, see where it says home page, we're gonna go select products and say default product. Here's our page here, and click on page information. So as you click on page information, you will see there's a lot of settings here that you can play around with to make your page look better. So let's just cover a few of them. Okay, so let's go through some options here, and we'll just scroll down. And as you can see here, we have the background color. If you want to change the background color for this page, let's see, you can make it yellow. There it is. That doesn't look bad at all. So now we can scroll down. If you also want to have the image here on your background, like the product image, you can click on select here and then select any picture on your background, and it will activate the mechanism. And here where it says background type, just go to background image, and as you can see, here is Glorilla in the background. You can't really see that well because it's faded, but that's how you can change the colors and play around with it. For now, we'll keep it as this color. Then you're gonna scroll down, the title color as well, let's get it. It's black. You can change the color, make it red, and you can change the alignment, center it, left, right. So we'll just keep it in the middle, in the beginning. Black is not that bad. And the font size, you can change. Description color, we haven't added description for this beat, but if you had, it will show here, and we can change the description there. And here is the price as well. You can change the font of the price to make it a bit more clearer. Okay, here are the settings of the price, and here are the settings for the add to cart button. If you want to make it, let's say, yellow and black text, there it is, add to cart. We'll leave it like that for now. Scroll down. Okay, and we have product meta settings, which are this. If you don't want to display them, you can just click here and they should disappear, and now they should appear again. And we scroll down, single player settings. This is the settings of this player here. And the button color of the player, you can change it here. The height of this waveform, the color of the waveform, maybe you're gonna make it gray. See, now it's a different color. And even the progress, currently the progress is yellow. Let's try and make it black and see. So I click play, now the progress color is black. So that's the settings for the single product page, and you can add more custom CSS if you want here. And if you have any requests, just go to the Beatifyy store and click on the request feature page, and it will be added. And here as you scroll down is the same licensing information. You edit them the same way, so we're not gonna dwell much on this one. Then we're gonna click save. Okay, now let me show you another page, which is the main collection page. So here by the customize, you go to collections and it says default collection. So this page is where you display your main collections. Like if you have a collections of Drake type beats, if you share that link, when somebody clicks that link, it will open with this specific interface or design. So the previous one that we've designed was the featured page, which is the one that you can feature on different type of pages manually. Like as you can see here, we have it here, and we can add any different type of selection of beats that we want. But with main collections, it's created more dynamically. So the way to edit this page, it's simple. You edit it the same way as we edited the featured beats. You can see as I click here, they have the exact same settings, so you can edit anyhow you want it to match the style that you want. So we're not gonna do much on this page because we edit it the same way. The only difference is that this one has these filters here, and I'll show you how to add more of these filters and how to remove them and how they work. So there should be an option here as well to enable the filters and also disable the filters. So it's filters and the sorting, so I think the filters and the sorting are kind of cool, especially this is the page where somebody can see all of your beats. If you have a collection named all beats, then all of those beats will display through this collection. So that's how you edit that one. And now we're gonna click here and exit. Now we will go back to the menu. As in the beginning I said that we're gonna come back to it because we didn't have enough information yet. Alright, so to create our menu, you're gonna have to go to content and go to menus. So currently we have this, which is the main menu. We're gonna edit this main menu to have our trap beats on it. So we're gonna click on add menu item. We're gonna call it trap beats because that's the only collection we currently have now, trap beats. And then I'm gonna go, let me just go to my website, click on trap beats. Here it is. I'm gonna copy the trap beat and I'm gonna go back to here and I'm gonna paste the link for the trap beats, and then I can save that and I can add another one. Maybe I can say custom, let me make it with all caps, custom beats. So this will take me to a contact page that we should create. So we're gonna just click here and we'll come back to it later. Then we click save. That's if you want to add a custom link. And you'll see now when you go back to our page, let me drag this to the top, even this to the top. Then we click save. Let's go back to our website. We go back there. And now we have our new items there, trap beats. It's going to the trap beats page. Okay, cool. That's how you add the menu, and you can customize it with any link that you want. So if you want to create an extra page, let's say you want to create a licensing page, because currently we just have the licensing at the front. You go here to pages, then you click on add page, then you can call it licensing. And here by template, you're gonna look for these templates that come with a Beatifyy Pro, and then you're gonna say licensing. You're gonna click save. Alright, cool. Then you're gonna go back and go to an online store and then click on customize, and then you're gonna select pages, and then here's licensing here. And then boom, here's the page for licensing you have, and you can edit it right here. Now you have your own custom page for licensing because it came with a theme. Alright, so the next thing that I want to cover now is how to add your files when somebody's buying a beat. So you see here, we go to products, we have our beat uploaded, which is one beat currently, but as you can see, we don't have any place where we can add our files, which is why we added the other plugin called digital downloads. Now click on this plugin and it will show you all of your products. Now you see here's our beat. Let's get it. Click on add digital files, and now you see we can add the files for all the licenses that we've created. So the licenses, you can see we have standard, premium, unlimited. They are the ones that we made when we were creating the product. So here you add the files for your MP3. Let me just go find some files that I can add. There you go for my MP3. And then here for the wave, then I can go add my wave. But for now I'm just adding the same file just to make an example of how you add files. It's the same file, but you will have to add different files. For an example, standard will have only MP3, premium will have MP3 and wave, because that's what you get when you buy that. Unlimited will have MP3, wave, and stems. Exclusive will have MP3, wave, and stems. So you just need to prepare those files and upload them accordingly. I'll show you on some of the beats that I've already completed so that we can save more time. So I'm gonna click save. Okay, says the files are uploaded, go back. Alright, so now it's all linked. When somebody buys a beat, they're gonna get a file based on how I've assigned it here. So Now the next thing that you will need to learn is how to create your licenses. So that it's also a video on its own. I've created it and the link to it is in the description below, or it's in the pop-up up there. You can watch that video and it will show you how you can currently create the licenses, even though we are working on a better and an easier way in which you can integrate your licenses. If you want to keep your licenses simple, you can also add them here as part of the files. That's if your licenses don't change, are the same. But then if you want to automate the licenses, then you have to watch that video. Alright, this is how the video gets to the end. After you have uploaded a couple of beats, you'll definitely have a store looking like this, and your playlist will look more full like this. And when I click on the playlist right there, as you can see, I have this multiple playlists. I can click on the button, have this modal right here, and I can also filter with the tags or the genre depending on what's being selected. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. If you have any feature requests, put them in the comment section below, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.